Welcome to the show. I'm Carol, the positive aging warrior. You know, technology doesn't have to be boring. Coming up today, we discuss fun things to do with technology, from genealogy to identifying plants, as well as safety with online shopping and getting digital assistants near you. If you're a football fan, don't miss our last segment. It's walking football. Regardless of gender, if you've never played football, this might be something you can take up later in life. Another way to keep active, of course, is to join in with our fun 5-minute fitness segment. And you can do it sitting, you can do it standing, in your living room. Don't go anywhere. We're speaking again with Natika Halls-Wright. Tik, welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So if someone's a bit hesitant about learning more about technology, but they're sort of like, I really should get into it because I really can't function that well in different areas of life without knowing a bit more of technology, what would you say would be the first steps to someone who's a bit hesitant about learning a bit more?
I think the big part of what we train our digital mentors in is finding the hook. Find what is interesting to them. That could be anything. It could be someone who's into golfing or fishing, and then you find the way that technology can add value to that hobby. Because if you're not interested, it's going to be a very hard sell to get someone across the board. It's like if I went to you and said, come on, you need to learn how to do this because the government wants to talk to you that way and no other way. You're not going to get very far. Whereas if I said to you, tell me about the things you enjoy doing. What are the things that you like doing? And if it's running or whatever, you know, there's all these digital health apps where you can plot your run and you can go and find new things. And being an effective mentor is you knowing what's available to add value to hobbies and the like. You might have someone in the club who's a passionate photographer, so it might be talking about how to get the best out of your smartphone and then how to edit those photographs to make them a bit arty or to improve those. AI is great these days in tools like Canva and the like. You can pull people out of that photo quick smart. You don't need to know how to have used Photoshop 10 years ago. It's incredible what you can do with your images these days, and you know the free version of Canva is pretty amazing. The things that you can learn into.
I use it.
Yeah, I love it. You know, invitations for family events. You can make little video clips, etc. It's just, it's an incredible tool. And if you learn nothing else but how to use Canva and zhuzh up all your family invites and so forth, then happy days. Avid gardeners, do you know the photo app on your iPhone or the Google Photos can now help you identify what plants you're looking at. You don't have to have a specific app. It's not always 100%. I have a horticultural friend who's like, but it might give you a starting point to go and do a bit of research on what that plant is. A lot of the time the technology is not the only barrier there. It's about identification and all the bits and pieces that you need. So you definitely need to find somewhere that you have trust in and individuals that can support you. That can be challenging sometimes, you know. When COVID sort of was at its peak, we had the services apps that came out, so Service Vic, I think yours might have been called. We had Services WA, and you had to get your digital ID. So that was MyGov ID. That's just recently changed to My ID. So that's your authorised government identification, and you need to know that that's the correct app to put your passport and your driver's licence and your 100 points of ID. So having a seniors computer club or a group that you know and trust that you can bring these important documents to and know that you're covered, because all of our mentors have had police checks, etc. They're trustworthy, they're kind, they're patient, can help you navigate some of those challenges, you know. And sometimes when we filled out our Medicare forms in the 80s, they were handwritten and someone's transcribed them. I had one person in my hometown who we tried for ages to get his MyGov ID set, but his Medicare, the date of birth was 5 years younger, because when they transcribed that 1948, it came out as 43. So he was correct with his date of birth. Medicare wasn't. So, you know, just trying to navigate some of those things. It helps to have someone who can just help you take a breath and be calm.
Well, talking about being calm, I was just speaking to someone 2 weeks ago, and they're very nervous about shopping online, right? They wanted to shop online, they wanted to buy some things online, but they just didn't know what to do or how to do it and to do it safely. So we are talking about safely, competently and confidently. Can you address sort of like the shopping area?
Yeah, sure. There are some things that you need to look for, and there are ways of paying that are safer and more secure, more so than safe. So understanding what they are. So if there's an option to pay with either Apple Pay, Google Pay or PayPal, definitely use that option rather than putting your credit card details in, because those three forms of payment, they generate a single-use token. So if that's being transmitted, there's less chance of, like, when you're transmitting your whole credit card detail. So there's little tips and tricks that our groups and clubs can help share with you. The Be Connected resources have a whole bunch of topics and courses on shopping safely online and what to look out for.
And once you get into it, you probably end up buying too many things.
I know, it can be a little bit dangerous, so a little bit of self-control always goes a long way as well.
Well, can you just give us a snapshot of the variety of topics you cover?
Sure. On the Be Connected topic library, there's a plethora of things, everything from the very big, you know, bare basics, this is a keyboard, this is a screen, you know, this is the on button, etc., up to more hobby-based things like researching the family tree, some of the tips and tricks that you can use using AI. There's digital health management. There's all sorts of things on there. So I encourage people to just Google Be Connected topic library. And then a lot of our clubs and members do Be Connected stuff, but they also have their own resources and expertise within their clubs. So I encourage people to reach out if there's a club near you. We host a clubs forum online each month as part of our Be Connected program. We have had our own Deborah Martin speaking about writing your memoirs with the help of AI. We did a session on how to get the best out of your digital photos. Our next one, we've got someone speaking about multi-factor authentication, what that is and why it's important. Wide variety of things that we look at.
Can you just tell us, to finish off with, why it's important? What are the top reasons that us seniors should keep up to date with technology?
Keeping up to date is super important. I know a lot of people are resistant to doing updates on their devices, but those updates patch known vulnerabilities, and so it's super important to keep on top of those things. And it's no different for us as people. Keeping on top of the changes, it's less challenging because things are moving so fast. If you do them in little baby steps each time there's an update, it's a lot easier to keep up than sitting back and then a year or two later when you update your phone there's this huge gap. So if you're a little bit hesitant to embrace technology like I do, we've got clubs all over the countryside that would love to have you come in and sit down. There's one-on-one support at many of our clubs. We can do all sorts of fun things with your tech. It doesn't have to be the boring, you must do it because. We can do all sorts of bits and pieces. A lot of the things that we focus on is using your devices to help increase your enjoyment in your hobbies and so forth. So yeah, I'm sure you'll find someone that can help with all sorts of things.
And it can be fun.
Yes, it can definitely be fun.
It's time for a bit of fun, a bit of moving, a bit of grooving. 5-minute fitness. Check the space around you. No cords, no mats, no dogs, no cats. Nice space around you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, clap, clap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, clap, clap. 5, 6. And we're going to take this move forward. Come forward. And back. Again. 3, 4, 5, 6. And again. Now we're going to add a rolling of the arms. And roll. And clap. Roll. Again. Keep it going. Just relax into it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Last set. That's it. Now we do a knee lift. Whoops, singles. 1, 1. Singles. Oh, I did it again. There we go. Singles. That's what happens when you try and do 5 routines in a row. Poor old Faye. Oh, sorry, not old. Poor young Faye. Okay, add a bounce into it. Now we're going to take this forwards. That's it. Take it back. And forward. Are you ready? And back. Now we're going to add a bit of a hand movement. And back. On the spot. And forward. Hold it there. All right, we're going to do a step touch. Step touch. Well, it's going to take you to a nice little kick. That's it. Are you having fun yet?
I'm having fun always.
Are you having fun yet? We got this. You got this. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and rolling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, come forward. 5, 6. Back. That's it. Yeah. Last set. Step kick. Yeah. Crazy arms. You can do whatever arms you like. Sorry, don't look at my arms, just focus on your legs. So that was your 5-minute fitness. Please try and do 5 minutes every day with us. See you soon. Have you heard about walking football? Well, walking football gives you a safe, low-impact way to keep active. And today, we're at the Frankston South Community Centre, where one of the activities you can do is walking football. And we're chatting with Mick Trim, founder of Walking Football for Health. Now, Mick, you started this Walking Football for Health.
I did,
And
yes.
in Australia, we'd probably call it soccer.
Soccer, yeah. So it's a modified version of soccer, we call it.
Modified version of soccer.
Yeah.
And what inspired you to set this up?
So myself, I grew up in England, as you can probably tell by the accent. So obviously soccer was my sport. So in 2017, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, so the nerve problem, so always in pain. So I had to give up work, had to give up driving, give up sport, became very, very depressed. Then in about 2019, I found out about a local walking football club and I thought, I can do that. I grew up playing soccer and I can walk. Can't run, but I can walk.
Yes.
So I started playing it, really enjoyed it. Just started having a look around the world, just see what was happening, realised it's quite a big sport now, and then also realised around the world it is suitable for a lot of different people, different ages, a lot of people with disability as well. So I thought, well, I'm going to start Walking Football for Health Victoria, and everybody and anybody can come and play.
So at the moment it's just around Victoria?
So it is around Australia as
Yes.
well. So each state has their own independent organisation.
Walking football is everywhere in Australia.
Correct.
And how many have we got here in Victoria?
So we've got about 30 locations here in Victoria, sort of Metro Melbourne and regional Victoria. So, it's been going 2 years, so, we're just around about 300 people, but growing quite rapidly.
Well, 30 centres in 2 years is amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And we're just trying to grow and create awareness as much as we can. We put a big sort of health emphasis, if that's the right emphasis,
Yes.
into it all as well. So
Yeah.
we link up with a lot of organisations like Mental Health Victoria, Diabetes Victoria. We're members of Aquatics and Recreation Victoria and Vic Sport. So it's all about just trying to create awareness, get the name known out there, and just trying to get people to
Active.
Yes. Yeah, social connection is a big thing,
Yes.
I know myself, when I was saying earlier, I got very depressed, and I'm quite open to say I think walking football saved my life. So if I can encourage anybody to get off the couch, get out the house, and get social, get active. Like these guys are doing. I mean, if they weren't playing walking football now, what would they be doing? Sitting on the couch at home.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. But just on that point, this group today is all men.
Yes.
But it is for men and women. It's just
Correct.
this particular group is.
Yeah, this particular group, it is open to women as well, but it is predominantly men. But we do have, all sorts of different programs. We do have some women's only programs floating around Melbourne as well. We do have mixed gender programs. We have programs for families where we'll have 3 generations all playing together, and programs for people with disability as well, and that's all age disabilities. Even seniors can, they have disabilities and want to get playing. So
Now, Richard, how did you get onto this walking football?
So I've been playing lawn balls for about 10 years. But in the winter, it's rather cold and nasty, you get a bit of rain, and I play down in Frankston. So in the summer, I've been playing pennant, and I decided that I just want to play once a week on a Thursday lawn balls, just to keep up my skills. And then I came up here about 2 months ago.
2 months ago?
Yeah, 2 months ago, and joined in, and I found it exhilarating fun, and it's very good for your steps.
Now, did you play soccer when you were younger?
When I was younger, yes, from the age of 3 to the age of 21, and then they moved me then to the rugby.
So how many decades, may I ask, was there between doing soccer as a kid and then picking up this?
5
decades, 50
5,
years.
50 years,
So
yeah.
anybody watching today, doesn't matter if you haven't played it for 50 years or even if you've never played football or soccer,
No.
you can give it a go.
Give it a go, it's good fun. They're very friendly, there's no bias, everybody gets treated the same. There's quite a bit of verbal going on, which helps the players as they progress with their skills and all of that. So it's very good, and it's a very cheap activity for the over 50s or whatever age you want to join. I enjoy it thoroughly, actually.
So what have you found are the benefits of playing this as opposed to lawn bowls?
The benefits are it increases my walking. Last week I did about 14,000 steps, and that was walking up to the centre, playing this and walking home. So normally my daily walking steps is about 8 to 9,000, and so it was a big increase actually, because you know, we're playing for an hour and a half. It's very good.
You started over 50s and now it's expanding to all ages and
Yes.
abilities, and you've got all intergenerations playing together.
Yeah.
Now, can you tell us a bit about the safety angle? Because it's low impact, so it's much
Yes.
safer. So there's no running. What are some of the rules?
The main rule is walking. So, and that's, you know, you can imagine race walking in the Olympics where it's got one part of the foot on the ground the whole time, you know, and landing with your heel. It's the same rules, but obviously at a much lower pace. There's no contact. We try to get the ball down below waist height. All the tackles have to be in front of the person, not behind. Most centres would have like an inclusion zone where just the goalkeeper can be in. So there's all sorts of rules designed to make the game safe and, you know, suitable for everybody to be involved.
So what's the format? Do people do drills initially, you know, to introduce them to it? Like maybe never, like me, never kicked a football.
No, that's fine,
you know,
yeah.
like...
So pretty much the session would look like, you know, doing a warm-up to start off with. Then we do a skill drill where it's passing, shooting, dribble and cones also. And then, you know, last 30 minutes we'd split into teams and just have a game.
I believe, because we were looking at it before, you do have women's events where you try and get different women's groups coming together.
Yeah, so the whole idea is just to grow the whole sport for everybody, just try and get everybody involved. So, you know, so we try to have all these different events around. You know, coming up we're going to have our festival walking football where we're hoping people will come from all over Australia, and, you know, and there'll be all sorts of different categories there as well. From time to time we always do different events, just get people together. And
so you've got the social side, and there can be a bit of a competitive side as well?
There can be competitive. There's actually World Cups if you know.
Right.
Yeah, so I know 4 Victorians were part of the 70 Australians which went to Spain last year, you know, for a World Cup.
And what about the age demographic when in that competitive going to Spain?
Generally it's 50 and above at the moment, so for that side of it all. Week in, week out, the main part really is the social side of it all, but there's always, you know, some who can't get that competitive juices out their body, so, you know, there's still that pathway for them as well.
Let's put into Google walking football.
It'll come up anyway.
Because we have a lot of viewers in South Australia too.
Yeah, so there is a South Australian organisation as well.
If you're feeling lonesome, if you're sitting on the couch, please come and join us with every bit of ounce, okay? So you'll enjoy it, you fit in well. They're a great bunch of guys to get to know. I've only been here about several times, and already they just started to know my name, okay? But it's fantastic.
Don't know about you, but I'm inspired to try walking football. Looks like a lot of fun. Check out Walking Football for Health. Give it a go. Also, you might want to check out the Australian Seniors Computer Clubs Association, or ASCCA. You can find out what fun digital things you might be able to do with your hobbies. Or maybe you can just get some help using your phone. Please connect with us on Facebook, Insta or YouTube. And check out replays on the website or YouTube. Life is an adventure. Embracing new technologies and new activities like walking football is fantastic for our brain health. Keep active, keep learning and keep having fun. Over 50, so what? I'm Carol. See you next time.